people? Welcome back to another episode of Break Divided. Myself, Tommy.
We got Ade here.
And you got myself, Ham, aka DMX. Rest in peace to the dog. One of the greatest rappers, not even mine, just one of the greatest rappers of all time. A lot of our generation would have grew up on him. Obviously, everyone knows about his childhood trauma, addiction, and all that stuff. I don't need to go into it, but just want to send our prayers and wishes out to his family and rest in peace to the dog.
Rest in peace.
Dogs for life.
Yeah. One thing you guys wouldn't have known, when I was in secondary school, I was in some clique, and we're called the Rough Riders.
Yeah, nah.
A lot of people would have named their sort of rap out like their group or whatever around them. Rough Riders, D Block,
DMX was my the first album I had. DMX and Eminem. I just recall in school, my friend, I don't want to say his name, but one of my friends that listened, I'll explain it to him earlier. My friend used to charge us to record album for us on tape. So I paid him, and the two albums he recorded for me were DMX and Eminem's albums. Those are the first ever albums I've ever had. So, yeah, man.
Everyone that I've spoken to this week has got a DMX story like that.
Yeah, the first album, man. Cool. What we're saying though, rest in peace DMX. Let's move on to football. What we're saying about football. What do you say? Should we start with Arsenal? Let's go with the easy way first before we start. Before we start with your boys, what? Obviously, look on the bright side. Today was a better day for you. So, yeah, let's be happy. And I'm sure Ade's happy that you guys won today too. He wanted you to win.
Extremely happy, bro.
Why do you want us to win, bro?
So we entered the last man standing competition at like a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
So like 65 of us. And obviously I chose Arsenal this week to win. And obviously they won. And now I think there are only like 9 of us left.
Yeah.
Because City and Liverpool have just decimated the whole thing. Well, I backed Arsenal, and they did the job for me.
Wow.
Okay. So you'd have been impressed by what you saw today, basically.
I didn't really care. I just wanted, as long as they won, I didn't really care.
Yeah, no. It was a great performance, though. But
it was a great performance.
Let's just start with United, because obviously our week was straightforward. Not today, but we've had a good week. Granada, I think we all expected us to beat Granada, right? I think we had a discussion about that, and we said that Real Sociedad was ahead of Granada on the table, and if you're basing on that and what we did to Real Sociedad, really truly we should be beating them. And it wasn't a pretty watch, but you got it done. So when you got to those stages of like a competition, the quarterfinals, the semis, it doesn't really matter how we get through. To be honest with you. I don't care if the ref put the ball in the back of the net for us. I don't care, man. So, so it was a great start. Obviously, we got the second leg, but you should think United should go through now. I'm quite confident that hopefully there's no hiccups for the second leg. But I don't think there's much talking from that. But today's game is an interesting one, though. What are you saying, Ade? What do you think about the game?
You know what? Yeah, I thought so. Obviously, watching the game. I think I spoke to somebody, so I was speaking to one of my friends earlier in the day, and they were saying, do I expect us to beat Spurs? And I was like, in all honesty, yeah. I was like, obviously they got a great team, but I just don't think they're playing great at the moment. So I do expect us to win, but I wouldn't obviously they're at home and they're Spurs, they could beat us.
Yeah.
So obviously when this game started, I was actually enjoying the football. I was enjoying the football that both teams were playing. And then obviously we had that disallowed goal. I was so upset because I was like, that is a waste of a goal. I was just like, nice pass by Pogba. I thought it's one of those ones that is just going to be chalked off the history. It's such a nice goal. And then they went ahead and I was like, okay, I'm not going to begrudge them because we're both playing okay. I'm not going to say, oh, we're dominant or anything. And I thought, if we lose and we're both playing okay, I can accept it is what it is. But then second half, we came out and it was just like, I don't know, as if Ole gave each of them massage, every single player one-on-one massage, happy ending. They came out. They came out proper. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, Greenwood was involved in everything. Pogba was showing some lovely feet out there, and yeah, it was an impressive win because at the end of the day, Spurs have a quality team. They are a quality team. They got quality players. So to come from behind, away from home, even though away from home we tend to play better, but against Spurs and win 3-1, and it wasn't one of those ones where we're just camped in our half and then we're counter-attacking. Like second half, we must have had about 60% possession. Like it was a good game. I enjoyed it. And pretty much if last week we said, okay, yeah, this pretty much cements our top four, this win with Leicester dropping points and stuff, we're pretty much home dry. But yeah, I was happy with the result and I was happy with the performance. I thought the boys were fantastic. Mason, Cavani, if that's his last goal before he heads to South America, well done. But if you can chip a few more, we'll see you in the Europa League final. We'll be happy with that. But yeah, it was just a good day overall. I was quite happy with it.
Yeah, I'm with you. In terms of like the game itself, at the beginning I wasn't too happy that we had Pogba on the left and just to put McTominay and Fred in the middle because I just thought, you know what, just knowing how Spurs is, Spurs never really come out on attack like that. So why don't we just take the game to them? That was my initial thought, and obviously Rashford on the right again. I thought, oh, Rashford's never comfortable in there. So obviously, initially before the game, I was a bit skeptical about the formation, but I wasn't blown away by the first half, and that's just for both teams. I thought it was okay, but I wasn't blown away. And it was a shame that our goal, I just said that was just such a lovely goal that we got nicked off us. And then second half, like it just, if there was a start like a shining light on United in the first half, it would be Pogba. And second half was exactly the same. Like it was just a masterpiece by Pogba, and it's just such a shame you don't get that more often. I don't obviously want to go into like the whole Pogba situation conversation, but it would be lovely to get that more often. But that's just Pogba, right? That's Pogba at his best. Like everything that he did today in the first half, even when he was on the left hand side, everything he did, which is great. And then in the second half, he started drifting back to the middle and started making things happen in the middle again. Yeah, so it was just great, man. Overall, great performance. Luke Shaw played well again. He's just that way. Every time we watch him now, they just think he just gets better and better. And Cavani was amazing on top. In terms of that right hand side, I think it's clear as daylight that the only person that really wants to play out there is Mason. Like, well, I'm not going to complain in regards to today because the performance was great, innit? What?
Yeah.
Just
I don't want you guys to get used. I don't want you guys to get used to Mason playing on the right because he's born for the center. He's born for the center.
Yeah, no, it will. Eventually, we'll get there. Most certainly, we'll get there. But like at the moment, we don't get any better from anyone else on that side apart from him. We don't, and obviously see him today. Like the ball that he gave to Cavani today, which is sweet first time, just like couldn't have been any easier for like Cavani, to be honest with you, because the ball did all the work. But it was still a great header, not taking nothing away from him. But the ball, I thought the ball did all the work, and then Pogba put him through, and with Mason left or right, whichever one it is, like it's pretty much gonna score for you. Yeah, great performance, man. So we'll take that.
Hypothetical question, yeah. So next season, Cavani fucks off to South America, yeah. And I'm Ed. So Cavani's going, and I tell you, Ollie, the right hand side, like Tom mentioned, let's just say Tom is part of the coaching stuff, yeah. So Tommy Adeyeye said the right hand side is a problem area. We know it's a problem area. Rashford goes out there, Dan goes out there, Mason goes out there, probably does the best out there. But Ade Rasaki, who is also part of the coaching team, who happens to be Mason Greenwood's dad, that Mason is a number 9. So Ollie, I'm coming to you and I'm telling you, we're gonna fix the right hand side for you. So I'm gonna get you a right winger, yeah? I'm gonna get you a top right winger. So I'm gonna throw it back to you two now, yeah? Do you put Greenwood as as your number 9 next season. I know we've had a conversation about it, and you lot kind of dillied around the right, saying, "Oh, he will get there eventually." But I'm saying, fuck that. His age mates are playing through the middle. Holland, his age mates, and then man, next season comes and you get a right winger, Cavani goes, but you don't replace him. First game of the season, you start Greenwood up top.
So if we don't replace him,
yeah, so you don't replace Cavani. That's a hypothetical.
I would definitely want Mason playing through the middle, because there's all that good stuff about talking about age, but there are people that have done it before. Michael Owen was banging it through the middle.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's the way
I don't want to hear that age stuff anymore. It's put him in the middle. He's got the ability.
Yeah, but so this is also why buying anyone. You might.
So I'm saying, because like I've said previous weeks, if it's me, Greenwood goes up front for me next season. I don't even think about it twice.
Oh yeah, but even because you specifically said we don't buy anyone, right? Which leaves us with, that leaves us with Rashford and Martial, which you're not even making a hard question.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I guess I'll put him through the middle. Yeah, I'll put him through the middle.
Yeah, because I think we all agree that Martial's not cutting it. So I think if all three of us are manager and coach, we wouldn't even start Martial.
Yeah, nice.
And we know Rashford does his damage from the left.
Yeah.
And like I've told you guys, I'm giving you a right winger. So now the option is Martial or Greenwood through the middle.
Yeah, it'll probably be Greenwood now. It'll be Greenwood.
To be honest, you don't even need to give me a right winger. I'll still use Dan James or Diallo.
No, I'll need a right winger.
I'm saying even if you don't give me a right winger, Mason's still playing up front for me.
Now for me, if you don't get a right winger, I'll put Mason out there, because I'm not with all them guys that play out there. Unless if Diallo all of a sudden come to light and start playing well, then I'll
who are you putting up front? So who are you putting up front if we?
We have to buy someone in it. We have to buy a striker. Or if we don't, then put Martial. Put Martial back there.
Put Martial.
Put Martial back there. Yeah, put Martial there, because that right hand side, you get nothing from there. Absolutely nothing. If Mason's not playing, nothing. Rashford he doesn't feel comfortable.
So you think it's better to get nothing up front than nothing on the right?
No, the thing with is, like, Martial, innit? You never know what to expect from him. Like, he's got all the qualities. You never know what he can produce in it. So it depends on what Martial's shows up. Like last season, he was getting goals for us in that position. But if it's a thing where he starts the season, because I'm saying, who do you start up there? Start him up there. But if he starts the season after 4 or 5 games and it's still the same on Martial, then maybe change it around. But I will start off with him up there, because with him he still holds up the ball. He can still bring the other two in play. Like, as much as he might not get the goals himself, he'll still get the others involved. But if Mason's out, I think Mason's going to be like, he's just going to be more selfish when he's out in the middle. And as much as that would be great for Mason, what output we getting from that right hand side.
But Mason's very greedy on the right hand side as well. Just because he got an assist today, Mason's been very
but he plays with. I've seen Mason out there. He plays with like the fullbacks too. He plays with his fullback more than Rashford and them not doing their side. Sometimes Rashford don't give the look and eye. Rashford takes the ball himself. You don't mind. Rashford a lot of times shows one as a decoy. That's what he does. Rashford.
Yeah, but Mason's been very greedy this season.
I understand. I understand that.
There are certain people that message me every single time. He's greedy, and I have to defend him. So I notice how greedy he is.
And same thing with Rashford. I know what Rashford does on that side. Rashford, you should run as a decoy a lot of the time. Rashford don't.
Yeah, I'm just saying it because it's easy to, because he got that assist today.
No, I'm not thinking about that assist today. He's overall play. As I said, I've been watching Mason's overall play. Forget him not scoring. He plays more with them guys than Rashford does. When Rashford gets the ball on that side, a lot of the time he puts his head down and run at the player. He doesn't. A lot of the times he doesn't usually show. So it'll be interesting, to be honest with you. But ideally, obviously, buy Sancho, or it'll be easier to buy Sancho, put him in the middle, or buy a striker, Kane or Haaland, whichever one. But obviously, that's a hard one there. That we get one of them. But I think it'd be easier for us to get Sancho, and I'll be more than comfortable to put Greenwood in the middle.
Good to go, man. That's how like you can fire. That's the front three that I don't want to see in it. That's what I was getting at when I was answering that. Remember, we had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Whether you give me Sancho or not, I'm putting Greenwood through the middle. Innit?
Yeah.
I'm saying I get this front three of Rashford on the left, Greenwood through the middle, and Sancho down the right. Bro, there's no defense that wants to play against that. Teams are gonna start playing 5 at the back against you. I'm playing with a sweeper.
Yeah, it'll be interesting anyway to see, because obviously the players that play behind them will be very important too. Like obviously we've got Bruno and Pogba. To be honest with you, if Pogba is still in this form that he is right now, I'll let his contract run out. I don't care. If he comes into the season playing how he's playing now, let his contract run out. Let him go for free.
Wait, you don't want no money from Pogba?
Bro, if like we can't. The problem is we progress. If we go into like next season, if you get rid of Pogba, with the form that he's in now, we're gonna go backwards next season. And there's no point getting them players. There's no point getting the Sancho. There's no point getting Haaland. Let them guys bed in first and start. Let them be on form. Then let Pogba go for free. But I think we'll benefit a lot more letting them play that last year than we will from the money we get from him. That's my personal perspective on things.
Okay, but that's a fan perspective, Tom. United's never gonna let.
No,
that happen.
I understand that, bro. I understand that, but that is.
I your numbers, man. You would never let that happen, would you?
Well, this is what they got to think about too, innit?
I probably won't let
What
it
Tom's
happen.
saying, on the playing field makes perfect sense. You're gonna play Pogba with players. If you bring Sancho in and Greenwood through the middle, everyone there's quality in it. Bruno, or that 5 anyway going forward is quality.
Yeah.
But you're Manchester United and you have Paul Pogba and he's going into his final year. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way you're letting him run that down, bro.
Yeah, you tie him up or you sell him.
The world can buy him, even if it is a cut price.
Yeah.
It just can't. I just can't see it happening. I think, like Tom says, it makes sense on the footballing pitch.
Yeah.
The numbers guy just gonna look at Ollie and say, "Are you fucking high?"
They won't even give him the option. They won't even give him the option. In all honesty, they won't give Ollie the option. They'll take it out of his hands.
Of course. But what's Pogba saying though? Is Pogba's not come out, and I know Mino's trying to shop him in it because, brother, you know his contract runs out and literally.
Yeah.
I don't think people that can afford
So
him.
is he waiting until after the Euros and then he's gonna come back to United and say, "So what's going on? Like, you man selling me or am I playing? I'm not signing again."
I think most of what they're going to do has to be in silence, right?
Yeah.
Because they're probably looking, if he wants to go for sure, right? They're looking for teams right now, whether he's saying anything or not, they're looking for teams. And the problem is there aren't that many people with money, right? There are a limited amount of people that have money to spend because of the pandemic. And yeah, I think that's going to be the issue. If you can find someone, I'm sure they'll bring it to the table. United will look at it.
What's his value though? How much you take for him now? 1 year to go. 1 year to go. How much you take for him?
I think they'll take 50 for him.
Yeah, first number range that came into my head was 50 to 60.
Yeah, I think like a year to go, they'll take 50.
I think a team come out with that. I think one of the big teams come out with that.
Yeah. I think they will, man. I think they can definitely come up with that.
But I think they do it if it's a necessary position.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to say. So it depends on the team, and it depends on whether they need that need a player in that position, and obviously,
yeah.
So I don't think they'll force it. It depends on the team.
Because as well, unless they change financial fair play rules, I forget the exact calculation, but because income has significantly reduced, that would affect financial fair play, like meeting those limits as well. So
they're going to change that, right? When do people say that that's going to come in place?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's lots of considerations. There's lots of considerations.
Yeah.
But obviously, the Spanish teams, they just go to the bank and the bank just throw money at them. So it's easy for them.
Yeah.
Obviously, his heart set on Real Madrid, isn't it? So that's the one I think of. And then I think if Real go big for Mbappe or Haaland, do they then have another 50 million spare to go again and go get Pogba?
I think it will, man. I think
Hazard is still getting paid there, bro. Hazard is still getting paid.
Oh yeah, so. That's true, isn't it? Yeah, and then Bell was still getting paid there too.
We're still getting paid.
Yeah, that's enough.
PSG want a house for Mbappe. Obviously, Holland, if you get him now, you're going to pay a one-off. And for Mbappe, PSG want the
Well, Mbappe is going into his last year too, right?
I don't know how.
I think Mbappe
Yeah,
is going.
I think he is. I think it's 2022.
Yeah, he's going into his last year too. So it's like PSG. That's obviously PSG's problem too, isn't it? Is either you sign or he doesn't, and then those players got to make up their mind this summer. Those players got to make up their mind this summer. So it's just I think we discussed this last week or the week before. This summer's transfer window will be very interesting because obviously there's quite a few players going into their last year, and teams need to strengthen in certain positions, and especially teams that have obviously have teams that I digress the season that need to make some sort of changes that they need to buy, and then you have teams that have made progress, but in order for them to take it to the next step, they have to buy it. Like we're an example. And if West Ham makes Champions League, they're going to have to buy it to be able to compete in the Champions League.
And well done, West Ham.
And well done to them. And like obviously, and the teams that have digressed, the Spurs, the Arsenal, you want to catch back up. So it's everybody. It'd be interesting summer to be honest with you. And what doesn't help is that the Euros is this summer. So whatever is going to happen, they must be talking about it right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, my personal opinion is it's going to be a domino effect from the first big one that goes, and it's just going to trickle down from there.
Yeah.
But the first big one for me is the three big ones, isn't it? It's Pogba, Holland, and Mbappe. Yeah. Whoever goes first out of them, boom, then it.
Add Harry Kane into that. Add.
And
yeah.
Then it's going to be boom, 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 boom. It's going to be the same team.
Yeah.
The same team that won those players. And then from then on, you can start taking shape if you take one out of that four. If you can afford to take two out of that four, but then if you do take two out of that four, you got to let 3 or 4 of your own go.
Yeah.
Where do 3 or 4 of your own go?
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Man, talking about obviously Arsenal digressing.
Quickly talk about H.
Oh, okay, talk about H. Cool. Yeah.
This was the athletic though, because I read up on it. It was the athletic.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Harry still hasn't come out and said it out of his mouth, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the athletic said that if Spurs don't get Champions League, he's gonna want to opt out. For me, that's still pussyfooting around the whole thing, man. When I saw it, I just thought, you're still being a pussy, man.
But he's got to do it right.
He's not going to say it. He's not going to say it.
He's got to do it right. Obviously, Spurs is giving them everything. He's been in Spurs, giving Spurs everything, and he's just trying to be as respectful as possible. That's what he's trying to do.
Oh, but you know why I say he's pussyfooting around though, boys? Yeah? Because I don't know if you guys are on the same boat as me with H, but I'm saying, irrespective of them getting Champions League, he needs to leave. Yeah. So my thing is him now saying, if quote unquote him saying, if they don't get Champions League, he'll leave. So what's he saying? If they do,
well, then
he'll be there again.
Well, the thing with him is he hasn't come. Like you said, he hasn't come out and said exactly what he wants, right? So we don't know whether. In his mind, he might just be thinking, I just want to play Champions League football. That's what he might be thinking. Because if it's trophy and he goes and win, if he says, I want to win trophy and he goes and win the League Cup, then they can say, oh, we just won a trophy.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm saying, that's the reason why he might have said, oh, I want to play Champions League. But as you said, he might be pussyfooting around there. But I think he just want to try and be respectful.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other way to do it sensibly. I personally don't think there's any other way. He's a sensible person. He doesn't like causing a riot or anything like that. So he's doing it the sensible way.
Like I said, this is not H's words, isn't it? The words that I heard from H when he was in the England camp was, I want to focus on the end of the season, focus on the Euros, and I'll talk about Tottenham and my contract in the summer. That for me is the better statement.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
The whole Champions League thing for me, I'm massive fan of H. Bro, and this is not me just my hate for Tottenham. This is just for H and wanting his career to go to that next level. Because like we all agree, it's him and Lewandowski are 1 and 2, isn't it? And he's England's captain talisman. I want to see H go to a club and go win things, isn't it? He's not going to do that with Tottenham. whether or not they get Champions League or not. That's why that statement was a bit. But we'll see, innit? We'll see what happens.
We'll see. As I said, each case is going to be interesting though, because it's just a mess up there right now. I mean, it's just a big mess. But I don't know what must be going through his head. Honestly, don't know. I don't know, man. And he doesn't look as if he's going to get any better soon. And that's the problem with Spurs, isn't it?
This one that Mourinho's talking about people's sons and all this nonsense. He'll feed them, he won't feed them. He's advocating people to steal. He said that if your child is hungry, you need to commit crime, you need to steal, go and do it. This is what Tommy's dad is telling me.
No. You know who my dad is. My dad is not. I just love Jose.
This is what Tommy's stepdad is.
you know, Sir Alex is. There will be no one else but him. But Jose, I'm a big fan of Jose. But yeah, well, that as I said, look, that we will just save that Tottenham conversation for another day until we get Spurs fan, because we'll be on that one all day, man. That one was definitely an interesting one. Yeah, let's just move on to your boys. Massive week for them. Massive week. It doesn't get any bigger than Thursday. What? Let me at 7 or 8 o'clock, 7:45 or 8 o'clock on Thursday. What are you going to be doing?
I'm definitely going to watch the game.
Yeah.
For a split second, I thought, but then I have to watch it because our season depends on it, innit? And yeah, I can't say I'm going into that game thinking that we're going to qualify. I can't get into that. Don't worry, boys. Like, you know the other rounds. My start has been we are actually better than the sides we are playing.
Yeah.
And I think we're
Playing people, yeah.
And after watching the first legs, the signs there that don't worry, we'll get them in the second leg. We're actually better than these teams and we're creating chances. But this Slavia Prague one, that first leg that I watched on Thursday, as much as we missed chances, everyone's saying that, we missed the chances, we put them away, we would have won. But we've all played football long enough to know that we didn't put them away. And secondly, they had chances as well.
I was going to say that too. They had, yeah.
Like 2 breakaway chances.
2 good chances. 2 good ones. Yeah.
The only little glimmer is we can't. I don't even know if I can say this in my full chest. We can't play any worse, but it's Arsenal. We probably could play worse. In terms of that first leg, wasn't good enough. So the second leg for me can't get any worse, isn't it? And it's such a massive game that I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. When it's come to semi-finals and FA Cups and FA Cup finals, they've turned up for the big games in recent years. So this is the biggest game of the season, isn't it, this Thursday? It doesn't get any bigger than this. For some corners, the manager's job is riding on this. For some people, the players' reputation, some of the players are going to be out of contract in the summer. If we lose on Thursday, we might as well start packing their bags and clearing out their lockers, bro. Because there's nobody you guys staying around.
Luckily, Pogba won't be one of those players. He's got a full contract.
And Willian's got fucking 2 more years after this, bro. Yeah, Thursday night was just, we got to put our chances away, innit? I mean, there's no excuse in Lacazette's chance, he got to put that away. He made up for it today. Saka's chance, he got to put that away. Aubameyang had a half chance. I'll give him life because he just come on. But it's Slavia Prague at home, man. There's just no... There's no pussyfooting around it. It's Slavia Prague at home. We put a strong enough team out to put them away. 3-0, lead the game comfortable. Second leg, we go there. We might go strong again or semi-strong, but we just get the job done, moving to the semis. But the only takeaway I took from that was United are gonna fucking win the Europa League, bro. You guys are gonna fucking win it, bro. There's no one here, bro. Even if we get you in the final, bro. I mean, it may be a 50-50 game.
No, but we haven't beaten you guys in like 3 years.
You haven't.
Oh.
We have to get there first. I'm looking at you guys, and you guys are in the final. In my eyes, you guys are in the final. I'm not even trying to jinx. I'm not even trying to take the piss.
No, but we still have to play Roma or Ajax.
Oh, yeah.
Ajax, yeah. Did you watch the Roma Ajax game?
Yeah, I watched bits. I watched the highlight. Yeah.
Both sides aren't troubling you. It'll be a good game, but they're not troubling you.
Yeah, you never say that. Roma scores goals.
That's what I expect.
I just think United. You see the second half United against Tottenham. If that's you guys level, isn't it? Like, how you guys?
Yeah. If we play to that level,
but then obviously United, we don't always play up to that level. Yeah, that's
Mm.
yeah.
So that's why obviously you guys are naturally the favourites, isn't it? You guys are like the bookies and whatnot. Just me watching it. Yeah,
well, you guys are second favourites as well.
we shouldn't be ahead of Roma.
No, but obviously because you're coming through the other side of the group. I mean, of the draw, right? So
even Villarreal, we shouldn't even be above Villarreal.
no, but what was your whole thought of the game anyway? In terms of like how did you feel when you conceded that goal last minute? What do you think? Obviously, we had a big discussion about obviously playing out the back. In terms of before I get your thoughts on it, my thought on it, like I'm not. I want to obviously I'm with playing out the back because this is that day and age, isn't it? You should be playing out the back. But I've always said common sense should prevail. You're in the quarterfinal of a cup. Like it's very important for you to go away with a 1-0 victory. You just about got that goal. Doesn't something tell you that? Let me just get rid of this ball. Like there's a minute or two left in the game.
Like 3 minutes.
3 minutes there. Like let me get rid of the ball. Like, and I'm sure your manager won't get at you for that because your manager will understand. Because when you score that goal, I saw the sign of relief in Arteta's face. In his mind, he's just probably thinking, "Get over the line. 1-0 was enough for me."
A bad performance, we'll take the 1.
Exactly, we'll take it.
No away goals.
No away goals, take it because you're more than capable of scoring a goal over there. Because I'll be honest with you, their defense is poor. It's poor, but obviously you guys just weren't clinical on the day, right? Because if you put one or two of those chances away, is an if in it. I think like they'll probably open up and you probably get a bit more. What was your thought anyway when you conceded the goal?
What do you think my thought is, man? I've been playing football together for how long, bro? We won how many trophies together? You guys know me, man. I'm the loudest voice on the pitch. So you lot know if I know that situation, and one of the Saeeds is on the ball, what do you think I'm telling them? I'm not telling them to pass it back to Michael. I'm not even telling them to give it to me for me to receive and turn. The channels all day long. You not hear me when I'm telling Mike when he's in goal.
Yeah.
Channels. Because that's what I was brought up on, playing football through the ranks. When you get to a certain stage in a game, it's just game. That's what people call game management.
That's what we discussed today as well.
Yeah, game management isn't a term that you just throw out there. It's actually reality. It's actually something that you do. So it computes in your brain because obviously everyone knows what the time is, isn't it? That's why you ask the ref how long we got to go. The reason why you're asking that is for you to know, okay, boom, there's only 2 to go, so I'm not even fucking around now. I might not even look for my man. I might just touch it and turn it around the corner. And all Cedric's got to do in that is just turn them. Just turn them. Because once you turn them, they have to. If we don't get it, they got to go receive it. They got to start another attack. They start another attack. We got 11 behind it anyway.
Yeah.
So they have to break us down. They haven't scored in 90 minutes trying to do that. They may have a chance, but they haven't scored in it. So it's just game management. What are you going back for? What are we going back for? To give it to Gabriel to do what? To do what? There's 2-3 minutes to go in the game. Turn them. Keep it in the corner. Keep it in their half. Keep it as far away from our goal as possible. And we get as high up the pitch as possible. So if they do get it, we can squeeze them anyway. It's silly. It's just silly, man. It's just like you said. We just got our goal. Just protect that. Take it away. And we got away. But these things happen in football. Last minute goals happen. And I'm not going to kill. I'm not going to kill the players. When I played in games with my teams, I played for. You can see the last minute goals. So it happens, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But we can't go out on that. If we next week and we don't win and we draw 0-0 and we go out on that, that's fucking just silly.
Yeah. Now, obviously, look, I still I'm not saying I'm confident, but I still think if someone was coming to pick who will go through, I'll still say Arsenal just based on that. I only watched the last 15 minutes because I was watching the United game in the last. I thought the United game was going to finish 1-0, so I thought, you know what, let me see what's happening with Arsenal. And then Pogba scored straight away. And as I was watching the Arsenal match, one of my friends called me that we had a pen. So I went to go and watch the pen. By the time I changed it back, I saw 1-1. I'm thinking, what's going on here? So, yeah. But from what I saw of the game and when I watched the highlights, I don't see why you can't beat them. I don't see why you can't still go through. Well, obviously, I'm not trying to compare you to us. We went through the same, consider the last minute goal against AC Milan. But obviously, we've got Pogba. Not sure with you guys. Yeah. Let's see if you want to pay us a bit. We can borrow you for the day.
Oh, but I need Jesse Lingard at this rate, bro. I just want to give us Jesse, bro. I'm happy to take him, bro.
Yeah, no, so it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. And now it's a big week, man. Massive week for you guys. The biggest week of the season so far. A lot is riding on it. I'm not going to start the Arteta talk. Let's forget that. Let's just wait for the game and see what happens, man. Yeah.
That's it. Obviously, it was good. It was good to get the win today. It was comfortable, though, wasn't it? Comfortable. Today's game was Sheffield United away. First, maybe before we scored, you're looking at it thinking they may get a breakaway. They may get a lucky chance, but to be fair, today's game was just complete.
Yeah. And the first goal, was beautiful. The first goal was beautiful. But if
better for me, man, that first goal or the Lacazette second goal.
Well, yeah, no, I think the first one's for me.
The first goal was beautiful. The first goal was beautiful. One touch. And then Lacazette second goal. Thomas Partey dropped the shoulder, sends the midfielder, whips it around the defender, and Lacazette gives the goalkeeper the eyes and whips it the other way. Yeah. And obviously it was great for Martinelli to score, my boy.
Yeah. No, it was good for him, man. It's good. Leeds, obviously. I was going to ask about what you get about that. What are your thoughts on Thomas, though? Because I was going to actually get your thoughts on him because he's a bit hit and miss, man. Because you know my thought about him too. I thought he was just gonna come and boss it. I think it's a mixture of of him not playing with the right player right next to him, and obviously the team are not exactly in a good state at the moment. But he's also not drillable for some reason. Like either injured or he's always blowing within the last 10-15 minutes of games. So I'm not sure what, because when I changed the channel before he got subbed off in the other game, the Europa League, he made a run and he just started blowing. I think, what's going on here? Why is this man so tight? But I didn't know. Bear in mind, I didn't know he played bad in the game. I heard a lot of the
he was shocking, man.
Interview afterwards, and I heard that he played bad. But what's going on with him? Why is he not drillable? Why is one, he gets injured, and two, he seems to get tired the last 10-15 minutes a game.
Yeah, that's just for me. I don't know whether it's a lack of match fitness or whatnot is, or him getting up to speed with the new league. But it's just hit and miss is the right phrase to coin it when it comes to Thomas Partey. I've seen him have some lovely moments, good moments. I've seen him have some. Okay, we'll see. But you know how I feel about players that come to the league in the first season. Always give them the first season. Second season, I'll be a bit harsher on him and get more critical on his performances and that. But this season, couple good points, couple bad points. Everything you said, I don't need to go over it. Yeah, the team, it might be the fact that it's a new team. We're 11th in the table, or 9th nowadays, so you can't do 8.
Progress.
Progress. The Lego is built by So it's not. That's why for me personally, I need to give him Basuma to play alongside him. And but we'll see. But I hope he comes good. He's got